What's going on between Magnus Carlsen and Andrew Tate? Did Magnus finally react to an attention seeker trying to flaunt his greatness in chess? Why would he even care to respond to such trivial matters like this? Things seem to be spicing up between them now, so let's dive deep into this video to unveil the actual reason. Here we begin. Firstly, let's talk about Magnus Carlsen. From a young prodigy to chess superstar, Sven Magnus Orn Carlsen has conquered the world of chess like no other. With a record-breaking peak rating of 2,882, Carlsen is a former 5-time world chess champion and the current 4-time world rapid and 6-time world blitz chess champion. He's held the top spot in the FIDE rankings since 2011 and became the youngest person to reach number 1 at just 19 years old. But Carlsen's success isn't just about his raw talent. He's developed a unique and unpredictable playstyle, constantly changing his openings to outsmart his opponents. As a result, Magnus is a living legend when it comes to playing chess. I call him the undefeatable. Meanwhile, Andrew is famous for his toxic male traits, as we all know, but what is he doing in chess now? Emory Tate, the father of international chess champion Andrew Tate, was lauded in several podcasts. When Andrew was younger, his father taught him how to play chess, and he entered some tournaments. However, Andrew decided against making chess his career as he grew older. Instead, in kickboxing, he developed a prosperous career. Andrew said that his father was a genius at chess, so they had no choice but to pick up the game. Although initially hesitant, they eventually grew to respect chess deeply, and now they play it daily. However, they don't consider themselves world-class athletes, despite having skill levels between 1750 and 1800. Their Chess.com profile shows a current rating of 1605. And no recent activity since their 2021 podcast appearance, indicating that their enthusiasm for the game has probably waned. Nevertheless, they continue to adore the game and everything it offers. Andrew keeps saying his dad can beat him without looking at the scoreboard. The 5-year-old Top G won Indiana State Chess Championship. In a podcast, he admitted to having been in a newspaper as a youngster and even shared a photo of it on Instagram. In the newspaper article, the 3 5th graders were Andrew's opponents. The post's summary stated that it was difficult to dispute the superior Tate intellect. And the clipping he referred to was from the mid-1990s, when he was 6 and competed against 3 10-year-olds. Andrew mentioned that he had also beaten a 15-year-old to win the Indiana State Chess Championship in another podcast when he was 5. However, he said he was overjoyed not because he won the game, but because his opponent cried out on losing. Also recently, in a 5-minute game of chess, Piers Morgan, a well-known journalist and writer, and Andrew Tate, a former kickboxing champion, competed against each other. In fact, the two engaged in a stimulating discussion about the connections between chess and life as the timer drew nearer. Tate showed off his natural talent for the game by speaking fluently and making decisions that changed the course of the match. In the end, he triumphed over the journalist, who was time-conscious. However, the invaluable wisdom they exchanged during the game was still a win-win situation. Magnus Carlsen about Andrew Tate. As we know, no evidence suggests that Magnus Carlsen and Andrew Tate have worked together on any projects or collaborations. Moreover, while both are well-known public figures, they come from very different backgrounds and have pursued different careers. They may have interacted somehow through social media or in person at a public event. Still, there is no evidence to suggest that they have worked together or collaborated on any projects. People speculate their relationship just because Andrew, in his earlier life, demonstrated quite a brilliance in chess and has a rating of 1605. On the other hand, Magnus is a top-notch chess player, hailing at the highest peak currently with a rating of 2,853. Andrew, a childhood chess fan, wished to become a full-fledged chess player at some point, but circumstances landed him in kickboxing. I mean, Andrew couldn't pursue his passion for chess, and he was undoubtedly good. But on the other hand, Magnus turned out to be the winner of the game. This makes it obvious for Andrew Tate to get jealous of Magnus, and intolerance always leads to hatred. Even though Andrew isn't a great player like Magnus, the way he proclaims himself to the public is why many mockery videos of Andrew commenting on Magnus's excellence are going viral on the internet. And millions of people speculate that Andrew Tate hates Magnus Carlsen. What do you think about Andrew's hidden talent coming to light? How would you expect a chess legend like Magnus to react to this? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe for more.